This morning, as I poured my coffee, I thought about you, the one who has been showing up, trying, giving, holding everything together. So before you go any further, I want to invite you to take a slow, grounding breath. Let your shoulders drop. Relax your body. Maybe swing your hips side to side. And find grounding through your feet. Ask yourself, what would it look like to be supported? Because healing might not be found in trying harder, but instead, letting someone else hold part of the weight. A few retreats ago, one of the women pulled me aside after our final session. Tears streamed down her face as she said, "Amy, I'm great at helping everyone else heal, but I don't know how to let anyone help me." I nodded because I fully understood. I know that ache at times, especially back when I wore independence like an armor, because it felt noble, strong, maybe even safe. But underneath that armor, I felt lonely. I was exhausted. And I ultimately was afraid that if I stopped caring at all, everything would fall apart. And one day in prayer, I sensed the Lord whisper, "Let me love you through other people." And that moment helped to shift my perspective. And it helped me to look for those whom God wanted to offer his love through. Others who weren't perfect, but could reflect God's care and support. That could be his hands and feet toward me. Because help doesn't look like a temporary crutch. It looks like learning to receive what you've resisted. So who has God already placed in your life to help you carry the heavy load? Where have you been saying, "I'm fine," when you really need to say to someone else, "I could use a little help"? Friend, even Jesus didn't walk alone. He surrounded himself with friends, with sisters and brothers in the faith, others who could carry his cross when he couldn't. So if the Son of God needed community, why do you think you need to be able to do this all yourself? I want to offer 9 ways community can give you support for the wholehearted journey. Dear Enneagram 5, your energy isn't finite when shared, because over time, a healthy community can help multiply it and refuel you. Enneagram 6 friend, it's okay to lean on others and give them a chance, rather than staying doubtful. Trust is the soil in which community grows. Enneagram 7, offering simple moments with others can bring you satisfaction. Giving your full self forms joy in the mundane. My type 8, dependence on others is not weakness. It is how the Lord has divinely designed you to flourish. Enneagram 9, asking for what you need does not disrupt others. It actually creates harmony and forms true community. Enneagram 1, you don't have to be the strong one all the time. Letting others help you is its own kind of excellence and brings goodness to others. Enneagram 2, receiving is a holy act. Allow this upstream practice to remind you that love is not a transaction. It is a gift of royal comradeship. Enneagram 3 friend, receiving frees you from proving your worth and accomplishments. You can simply be who you are without doing a thing. And dear Enneagram 4, let yourself be loved in simple, ordinary ways. You don't need to have to demonstrate depth and uniqueness to receive authentic connection. Okay, did one of these feel like an exhale? I invite you to pay attention, because that might be something your heart needs. As you reflect on the words that stood out to you, the ones that were highlighted, that provoked goodness in your heart, or maybe even invited you to let your shoulders down and rest a minute. I want you to consider how you can receive in ways that you don't create or control. Let that possibility expand inside of you until it becomes permission to let go and truly rest. As you continue with your shoulders relaxed and your heart open, I want to invite you to breathe with me. Deeply inhale. I receive what's been given. And a long exhale. I release what I can't carry. One more time with me. Inhale. I receive what's been given. Exhale. I release what I can't carry. If some of these thoughts and questions stirred something in you, and if you're craving safe connection and guided rhythm, then I want to invite you to join me for the Wholehearted Identity Journey. We begin next week. It's 6 weeks of soul care, story work, and spiritual practice to help you live from your wholehearted identity. All the details are in the show notes, including a link to a clarity call if you're hearing this past the time of starting. There is still room for you at the table and a next step in your wholehearted journey. And as you go on to the next thing, I want you to open your hands as I speak this blessing over you. May community soften your striving, and may you remember you are never meant to do this alone. Breathe deep, dear friend. You are wanted, you are known, you are supported. You are invited to become wholehearted.